Hello again. Let's readjust. Am I in the middle? I don't know. We're going for it. We're working, we're moving, we're in the zone, we're grooving. What's that from? I feel like that's Save with a Chance, but I don't know for sure. It's been too long. Right, sort this out. Another impromptu live stream. I wasn't planning on doing another one so soon, literally yesterday. But yeah, neighbours are doing some building work, so I can't really record anything until tonight anyway. Waiting for Doctor Who. I had a lot of alcohol yesterday, so I'm in recovery. And yeah, I thought we'd do another chill painting stream, carry on with what I was starting yesterday. And yeah, I've got all the time in the world. I don't know how long the stream's going to be. Could be quite a long stretch, but who knows. But yeah, hello, all three of you. I don't think I've ever streamed this early, but I had nothing better to do. So hello, how is everyone? Are you enjoying your weekend? Happy Sunday. Is that working? I hope so. We're going for it. Happy Sunday to Kirsty Thompson. How was your night out last night? It was good. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. I do love that group of people. Yeah, I had a lot to drink, I won't lie. But I'm not as bad as I feared I would be, so that is something. This is a very messy table, huh? That's what I'm looking for. There we go. Back on track. Okay. I'm actually going to assemble this guy before I carry on painting him, because I feel like that's the best option. But yeah, last night was good fun. I bumped into Connor, who I do Doctor Who reactions with, and he was going out as well, so I imagine he'll be round later to watch Doctor Who a bit hungover. But that is the way of the world, isn't it? I think most of our Doctor Who reactions this season have been when we're hungover, so part for the cause really at this point. Maybe next season will be better. That's the thing with having Doctor Who on Sunday, we normally go on Saturday nights. Get you off. Yeah, how is everyone? What time is it where you are? Where are you watching from? Boom. Hello, John. How are you? Welcome. Welcome to the madhouse. I'm not going to shut that door. 10 a.m. in Cleveland, Ohio, USA. Bright and early then. It's actually quite a nice day here today. The weather's been terrible here lately, but today seems to be alright. Nice and sunny. Excited for Doctor Who finale. I'm very excited. Very nervous. I'm scared for what Chibnall's got up his sleeve. Be it, you know, are we going to lose anyone? What new law could we be presented with that might, you know, not sit well with me? That's my biggest panic. We'll see how it goes. I feel like there's so much they could do. You know, are we going to get any more on the whole thing that happened in episode 5? Is it, you know, going to be more Gallifrey based stuff? Is it going to be Timeless Child stuff? I'm very, very excited. I hope Chibnall sticks to landing. Yeah, me too. I think it would be good. if his second season can go out on a higher note than his first, because, you know, I didn't mind Battle of Ranskoor with Verdriftige, but it was kind of a bit underwhelming as a finale. I actually think It Takes You Away would have been like a better finale for the season. But sure. Tim Shaw. I bet Tim Shaw's going to be back in it tonight. That's my prediction. But yeah. Are you planning to watch Buffy 6-3 or Angel 3-4? I believe, I'll have to double check the guide, but I think it's Buffy. I'm pretty sure it's Buffy episode 3, then Angel episode 4, then Buffy episode 4, I think. That should be the next lot. I was planning to do Buffy yesterday, or at least record it. I wouldn't have probably uploaded it until Monday. But life got in the way and the episode wouldn't play, so I was like, well, that's nice, thanks. But yeah, what can you do? And today the neighbours are doing loads of building work on their house like they always do, so a bit too loud to record anything really. Just realised I spent all that time yesterday painting that tail. I'm not even going to use it because I didn't want Killer Croc to have a tail. Never mind. I've just got Facebook Messenger going mad, people wondering what Doctor Who's going to be like. Lazy Sunday gang, yes, that is me. Every day is Lazy Sunday for me. Do you watch Law and Order? I do not. No. I don't really have time to watch anything outside of what I react to. I don't really. The only TV I watch live nowadays on my actual TV is Doctor Who, really. And even then, that's going to be over after tonight for a little while. God knows how long. You a fan of Sherlock? Yes, I love Sherlock. Very good. I wasn't too big on the last season. I really liked episode 2. I do feel like they started to kind of lose their way a bit. I just liked it when they were focusing on like individual cases and yeah. Have you seen Liam Catson's reaction to Wild at Heart? I haven't yet, no. He messaged me straight after he finished watching it like, what the fuck? I was like, yep. I haven't watched any of this season of Doctor Who yet. I'm actually a spoiler-free accomplishment. Wow, that is very impressive because there have been some huge things. We've got the Doctor Who's Christmas special, yeah, but is it going to be Christmas? Is it going to be New Year? Who knows? I'm hoping it'll be a Christmas one this year. Especially because they've already filmed it. I don't see why they couldn't just put it on Christmas Day. I miss watching Doctor Who on Christmas Day. But at the same time, New Year's Day is probably easier to actually like film a reaction to it, so... I didn't like Sherlock because they put too much story focus on Moriarty. I wish it was more individual story based. Yeah, I love Moriarty as a villain. I thought Andrew Scott was so good. But I do kind of wish they just left him alone after season 2. Especially because of the whole, oh, he's back thing at the end of season 3 was just kind of, I don't know, I think fell pretty flat for me. No Christmas Doctor Who was so painful it made Christmas feel hollow. Basically, yeah. Big shame. I'm sure we'll get another Doctor Who Christmas eventually. Even if it's not like in the Chibnall era or anything. I don't get why shows don't realise a good villain is a villain in small doses, the impact they have. Not sure if you've answered this before, but do you have a favourite Doctor? I do. Matt Smith is my favourite. Number 11. I've been really enjoying your Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. review, guys. Thank you. I'm really enjoying making them. A lot more work than I intended when I first started. I didn't realise just how much it was going to take, but you know, turnaround on them is pretty good. I tend to upload them the day after I watch the episodes again. What I normally do is I watch the episode, as I'm watching it I'll like pause and make notes and everything that's happening, some like instant thoughts and foreshadowing I kind of pick up on. Then normally that evening I'll write the script. Then the next day I'll record the audio and edit it and upload it. So it's not only normally takes me like 2 days to make one, but obviously that then depends on, is the video going to get blocked? And yeah, it's quite an intense 2 days, but not too bad. What are you making? In my last stream I started painting a little Killer Croc thing. So I like to paint something a bit different, because painting is a good stress reliever for me. I want to do something a bit different, and this was suggested to me on Amazon, and it was really cheap. I was like, oh. So I thought, oh, I'll do that, something a bit different. So I'm just carrying on with that. I started it in this stream yesterday, but I'm gluing it all together today, and then I'll carry on painting it a bit more. So I did miss a few spots yesterday. Do you often get comments on some videos telling you to do more of a different show that you react to? That must be annoying when that happens. Buffy and Angel, but I don't feel entitled. Every day. Happens every day. Yes. I posted a Sims video the other day. First comment was, why are you doing this and not more Buffy? I'll post a 100 reaction or, you know, a Buffy or something. Why haven't you done Once Upon a Time yet? Like, have you given up on Once Upon a Time? I was like, I posted a video for it 5 days ago. Why do you think I've given up? Oh well. My favourite comment I've ever gotten like that is on an episode of The 100, I think it was like season 3. And someone said, I can't believe you cut out all the battle sequences. Clearly you're just doing this to make money so people like pay for your full reactions. And The 100 is like the only show really that I don't do full reactions to. And I don't make any money from my 100 videos because they monetize every single one. They take that away, so I don't actually make any money from it. I just make them because I really love the show and I want to do reactions. And then I had someone just suggest that I cut out some sequences where it was literally just me watching the battle, not even saying anything. It's funny. I think some people don't realise that they don't purposely cut out like good scenes or anything. It's just some people prefer scenes to other people. You know, some reactors won't react to a scene the way some of the viewers might have. So like, why didn't you include that? I'm like, it's just me staring at the screen. It's not very interesting, is it? But never mind. When you do the guides, do you allude to stuff that happens in the future? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or is it spoiler free? It is not spoiler free, no. I do allude to future stuff. But I am toying with the idea of like doing some spoiler-free ones. I have had a few kind of people ask, like Little Flicks, etc., about maybe doing spoiler-free ones, so I might consider doing that as well. I just have a lot of fun doing like the foreshadowing and everything. I think some people don't understand how much effort it takes to make each video, so it's pretty disrespectful to pressure you to make certain videos. Yeah, it's really annoying. It is quite a bummer whenever I get those kind of things. I'm assuming the title's a pun, if not Spain's a bot off. Just like the comment. But yeah, it is a pun. All my live streams are puns. Do you have a schedule for your reactions? Do you just watch what you want to at the time? I couldn't keep up with so many new shows at the time, so I appreciate all the work you do. It's not like so-and-so's on the Monday, Tuesday, or whatever. I do 3 Buffyverse reactions, then I'll do 100, then I'll do Once Upon a Time, then I go back around again. That's like my main core ones, and they're like the mainstays of the channel, but then obviously shows like Doctor Who, Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., when they're airing live, I just post them once a week as they come out. but I don't have like a schedule for certain days because at the moment, with my current living situation, it's not possible to kind of guarantee I can film every day. I won't watch the AOS guides till I watch all the show. That's a very good idea. It certainly, I think, would take away a lot of enjoyment from the show. But yeah, do enjoy it. It's definitely worth it. Watch all the show, it's great. Have you seen after show reactions and Torture Boys season 5 Buffy reactions? Not yet. I tend to wait until I get a good way ahead, and then I might go back. So I've only really just finished watching some of the season 4 reactions for some of them. Yeah, I want to watch all of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., but I've been finishing my doctorate, so it's my treat when I'm done. You're in for a hell of a treat then. But good luck with your doctorate. When the Incatson reacts to I Fall to Pieces, you should comment fucking Ronald. Oh, I will. That's a good idea. That'd be so funny. I do enjoy my comments on his posts. It's also Torture Boy's birthday today, so send him some love. Speaking of other reactors. Good old Alex. I'm sorry people seem to be rough on you. Yeah, I'm sorry too. Some people just don't get it. To be fair, well, I'm not entirely fair. Like, I'd be like, oh, why can't they just like do this or this, like before I started doing it myself? But I never actually commented on it. Never would comment on a video saying it. Like, think it all you want, but I would never like actively comment on it. But what can you do? Actually doing reactions, that's when you truly, I think, get it, just how much work it is. So I don't blame people for like getting editors and stuff, but I don't have any of that. So it does make the process a bit slower. I love watching reaction vids because it stops me from binging my favourite shows again when I'm on a strict TV diet. Yes. I don't even remember how I started, like, I don't know why YouTube recommended a reaction to me once, but I think Seska Says his Doctor Who ones were like the first ones I watched, maybe. Oh, God. If not those, then the Blind Wave Arrow ones, I think they're like the first early reactions I really watched. You're stronger than me. I used to do YouTube videos and it was exhausting. Yeah, it is. But it is how I'm kind of getting by at the minute. This is the money maker right now. But luckily I'm still enjoying it, you know. I don't want to like spread myself too thin and feel like I'm overdoing it, which is why I'm not really doing any new shows at the minute. I'm really happy that Farewell 34 is doing Buffy videos. Me too. I really like Farewell 34. He's really funny. Get me in the writer's room! Whenever he like predicts something, it's quite funny. Do you have Patreon? I do, yes. Links are in every video I think I post. I don't try to like outright advertise it because I just feel like, you know, I don't want to be one of those people that like plugs Patreon in every video. For me, I think it was the Game of Thrones reactions that started me on watching reaction vids, especially Red Wedding scene reactions. That is a very good kind of point for reactions, yes. I will definitely join. Thank you very much. Have you seen Django Unchained? I have, yes. Good a few years ago now, but it's great. It's awesome people are watching Buffy. It's so old and it's a bit cheesy. It's a hard sell sometimes. Yeah. Luckily, I really enjoyed season 1 for what it was, because I didn't know, what it was going to become. So I was just enjoying it for what it is. So that really helped when it got really, really good. I was planning on joining $10 Patreon tier and suggesting Django. I'll have to think of another movie. Yeah. Luckily, there are quite a few movies out there. There are some big ones I still haven't yet to see. I really want to watch Parasite and Jojo Rabbit. I haven't got round to those yet. I found you because you reacted to the most recent episode of AOS, but once reactions made me a fan. Cool. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. reactions do get a lot of love. They normally do the best. Is this a well-ventilated room? Very. Thankfully. I have 2 doors open right there. It's a conservatory right there. Breezy day. Parasite was phenomenal. Yeah, I've heard really, really good things about it. I'm definitely excited to check it out when the time comes. Hello Lucy, I'm doing quite well. Did you watch Bridge to Terabithia? I think I did. Is that the one with the guy from Hunger Games when he was really young, and the girl with the swing, and the ending we don't talk about? Is it that one? Huge fan of The Host by the Parasite director. Really brilliant film. To me, I'd consider cheese bad as long as it has entertainment to it. That's all I care about. The exception being if it goes too much into stupid territory. Yeah, that is fair. That's kind of... Sorry if there are any Legends of Tomorrow fans. That's kind of how I feel about that show. I kind of really got put off that one. Liam was killed by the French maid in the conservatory by the airplane glue. Does your cat have a barge in and knock everything down while you're in the middle of working? She seems quite hyper sometimes in your reaction vids. It's not too bad. She normally just sleeps upstairs most of the day. I record downstairs. It's very rare I record in my room. She's interrupted me recording some audio for an Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. guide once, meowing outside my room because she wanted to come in. But aside from that, she's not too bad. Have you seen Lock and Key? If not, I think you'd really enjoy it. I have not, no. We'll have to check it out. I have heard of it. I think it's suggested to me on Netflix quite a lot. Least favourite Buffyverse episode so far? Buffyverse in general? I don't know. Probably She. Or Where the Wild Things Are. Probably one of those two. Are you creating the Hulk or repairing it? I'm actually creating Killer Croc. Just gluing him together so I can carry on painting him. What's the furthest you've ever travelled from England? Blimey. Went to Greece. I think that might be it. I haven't flown in a good 10 years. I love Legends of Tomorrow because of how cheesy it is, but we all have different opinions. It's all good. Yeah, that's fair. Praying Mantis. Yeah, I try and block that tip in my brain. To be honest, I can't really remember a lot about Teacher's Pet. I just remember not really liking it. Thankfully, I don't remember it that much. I was waiting for you to say Teacher's Pet. Teacher's Pet has like become such a meme on my channel. Every season review, it's like, oh, are you ready for She-Mantis to return as the big bad next season? I will never be ready if that happens. I did think they were going to carry it on because the ending has like, they hint they're going to carry it on or something, don't they? But thankfully, nothing's come of that. And the school got blown up, so I don't think we have anything to worry about now. Grease, were you able to tan or did you lurk in the shadows? I tend to stay in the shade, but I do tan quite easily, even in the shade. Hello, Lower Life. I remember you saying NYC was your dream trip. I live here, just curious what attractions you'd want to see. Basically everything. I don't want to be like a proper like tourist stereotype, see everything. Also, they have a big ass Forbidden Planet shop in New York that I really want to go to. Come on, dry. Oh yeah, that's a good Forbidden Planet shop, yeah. Like my closest one's in London, and my sister lives in London anyway, so we go quite often. That is normally like a go-to stop when we go. There's one in Cardiff as well. It's like my closest. Have you seen Dead Like Me? That's a completely underrated show. I'm actually reacting to the pilot for that on Patreon. Someone suggested that one, well, they requested it on the $10 tier. So I'm going to be doing that on Patreon. Just a pilot for now. So I will be watching some of it soon. I've got a very long list of Patreon stuff to do. But it takes so much time, it's hard to find the time to do it. Can we all take a moment to say why we like this channel? I miss the Phantom of Onces. Dead Like Me, I haven't thought of that for ages. So good. So good. So good. You should go to Coney Island as well. I think the closest equal in the UK may be Blackpool, but I'm not sure. Fair. I haven't been to Blackpool in ages either, actually. I don't really travel much, to be honest. Shocking, I know. I've never been to Blackpool. Is it any good? I live in England, but I've never been. I've only been when I was really little, so I don't really remember it that well, but I think it was a good time. Are you planning on watching the next season of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? I certainly am, yes. Expect all the tears. And in June, I'm meeting a lot of the cast as well in a Birmingham convention place. So I'm very excited. Have to go, but it was nice chatting. Thank you for stopping by, John. Nice to hear from you. Nearly done, and I can get back to actually painting, which is the bit I enjoy. But I think it will be easier to paint when it's all put together. heading to Dubai in a week, but I'm scared I'll end up stuck there if this virus escalates. Yeah, it's kind of crazy, isn't it, this whole coronavirus thing? Madness. Serves me right for thinking I deserve to have a holiday. What's been your favourite Buffy episode so far? Oh, that's tough. I mean, Hush was really good. Halloween I still have a big soft spot for. Fear Itself's also good. I like the Halloween ones a lot. I don't know, there's so many. What do you usually do for fun? I've only watched your reactions. I tend to draw and I paint. Video games is my biggest one. I'm playing video games every single day. Just before this stream I was playing Zelda. And yeah, that's kind of what I do. I used to say watch TV, but that's kind of the livelihood now as opposed to for fun. He loves cooking. Yeah, if you've watched any of those videos, you know I do not love cooking. I don't think I will ever get good at cooking. I've made my peace with that. I like to be good at cooking, but I just really not. I'm one of those people that if like I'm not like really good at it straight away, I'm like, nah, can't do it. Which isn't the right attitude to have, but oh well. Do we all have any early favourites for the upcoming Olympics? I don't know, do we? I love watching the Olympics. I'm not really huge on sports, for the most part. And then, like, watching sports on TV, I don't really enjoy for some reason. If I'm actually there watching it, I'll get really into it. Like, any football match and stuff, I'll get really into it if I'm actually there watching it. On TV, I'm like, eh. But I really like watching tennis as well. Wimbledon and all that, but I love watching the Olympics. I don't know why, really. There's just something about them, isn't it? It's kind of a big deal. I think it helps that it's only like every 4 years. How's it supposed to go? I subscribe to Tom Daly's channel, so hoping he gets there and does well. When is the Olympics? Yeah, it's normally over like late summer, isn't it, normally? Michael Phelps is my guy too. Bad he doesn't compete anymore. Okay, I think basically there. I think I can carry on painting now. I can see why this was quite cheap on Amazon, because I don't think it came with everything it was supposed to. It doesn't have some of those things, like 1 foot, it doesn't come with something I'm supposed to put underneath that, which is annoying. But it will still work, still stands up. I love that you ship Robin and Magina. Oh yes, I love that too. The pain. That was crazy at the end of season 3 and they found out, they revealed who that woman was, Emma Sade. That really knocked me for 6, that did. Tokyo late July and early August. I ship Hook and Regina. I live in headcanon space. Did you just eat Killer Croc's arm? No. I had some chocolate over there. A bit of chocolate. No, Killer Croc's got both his arms now. We're all good. I think you'll love season 4. Not a spoiler, I just thought it was well done season. Cool. Is he going to go ahead with all this corona stuff? That is, I think, is the question at the moment. I know, I think Tokyo Disneyland's just shut, hasn't it? For like 2 weeks. To stop the spreading. I don't mean to panic people, let's go back to ships. That's probably a good idea. What is everyone's like favourite ship of all time, would you say? Unless it spoils me, then don't tell me. For like future couples or anything. Even if it's in like a book or something. Who's the guy who watches the latest Doctor Who with you, brother or friend? It's my friend Connor. We lived together at uni as well. But we knew each other before then. We're both from Swindon, so. Can we talk about how adorable Fitzsimmons are? Always. That's how I spend all my Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. guides. Fitzsimmons are definitely my favourite. In anything, ever. Favourite ship of all time changes for me, I literally multi-ship. That's fair. Has Connor expressed interest in watching other shows with you? Yeah. I mean, we did Game of Thrones together as well. I think he's quite interested in doing some Disney Plus stuff. Because for us in the UK, that comes out this month. I'd say probably like the Marvel shows and stuff I'm interested in doing. When Fitz confessed his love. Yeah, same. Big mood. Do you prefer a show that you can ship with? Not necessarily, no. I'd rather, as long as there's like good character stuff in there, it doesn't necessarily have to be like romantic stuff. I think it can still be good. Because, you know, we don't get Fitzsimmons in every episode of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. or anything, but they're still really, really good episodes. going to be the odd man out, but I can't stand Emma and Hook. Wow. Well, everyone has their opinion, I guess. That's fair. I think the worst thing about being a reactor, aside from like the trolls and the horrible comments like that, I think it is like the ship wars in the comments. That can get quite nasty. Too much eyeliner. Right, back to painting, I think. That's Croc Boy. Good old Croc Boy. It was quite dark when I was streaming yesterday, so I actually did miss quite a few bits and pieces when I was painting him, so do that again. Not a fan of Emma Hook, only because of how it's handled. For some reason I don't feel the chemistry. That's fair. Are you an artist? I wouldn't say that necessarily. I just enjoy artsy kind of stuff. Yeah, I can imagine shipping wars for Buffy airing was quite bad. David and Mary Margaret adorable, agreed. Hello, Stephen. Time for me to work up here, you'll have fun. Thank you for stopping by. Live stream 2 days in a row? I know. I'm just as shaken as you are. It wasn't the plan, but here we are. I'm rolling with it. How regularly will you update new Buffy Angel video reactions? Whenever I have time. Can never really guarantee. For example, my sister's coming to stay for a couple of weeks, starting next week, and I probably get to see her like 3-4 times a year. So I probably won't be quite as active when she's down. But other times, you know, like today I have the house to myself, so I can get a bit more done. By the end of the year I'll be living alone though probably, so that'll give me a lot more flexibility to do stuff, and I'll probably actually have a schedule then. What's your favourite Whedon show? Ooh. If Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. counts, I'd probably say that. But it's close between that and Buffy, for sure. He's got bandages wrapped around him, but I don't know when his skin ends and the bandages start, which isn't ideal, is it? Let's say that's skin. Bell and Gold were pretty sweet. Sweet, girly. I thought Whedon didn't have much to do with AOS. I think he's still technically like a producer on it, and he's like listed as a creator. He definitely doesn't as much anymore, but he wrote and directed the pilot and stuff. It's definitely more like his brother and his sister-in-law. Evil geniuses. But Jed Whedon, still the Whedon. Still the Whedon show. I have to get ready for work. Everyone have a good day. Thanks for stopping by, Nathan. Enjoy your Sunday. Oh, Trevor Muncher's here. He's called him me a legend. Legends supporting legends. I'm still obsessed with your Glee reactions, Trevor Muncher. They are brilliant. Yeah, stop Buffyverse spoilers. He's also starting Once Upon a Time. I know there's a few fans in the chat in a minute, Once Upon a Time fans, so... Someone else to follow? Just watched 308 and it was iconic. Just watched a beer episode of Buffy. Beer bad, eh? Clues in the title of that episode, really, isn't it? 308 of Glee. That is... Hold On to 16, is that? I think that's the sectionals one, isn't it? Are you excited with the new Whedon show, The Nevers? It'll be an HBO show about Victorian age female agents who deal with supernatural stuff. That sounds cool. I haven't seen too much about it, but I probably will check it out. That's the one, yeah, Mike Chan being amazing, yeah. ABC, it's easy. And my boy Sam. I'm so pissed off when he left it to focus on his music. An episode, 8 episodes later, I'm back. I know a lot of people are saying the back half of Glee isn't that great. I actually quite like it, so it's all a personal thing. Time to go, nice chatting, guys. Smelly cat. Enjoy. Thanks for stopping by. Begging everyone to watch Angel at the same time. I do quite like how in sync Trevor Muncher and Liam Catson are when it comes to Buffy and Angel. They're pretty much the same spot all the time. It's quite enjoyable. That's good to hear, honestly. Most people say it's trash, but curious if people say that just because it's not on the level of 1 to 3. He overtook me. Yeah, I think, there's definitely a lot of production issues, I think, behind the scenes, mainly with season 5. But I have a soft spot for the back half of the seasons on it. I think, I don't like to spoil anything, but I think as a whole the songs are better in seasons 4 to 6. But maybe I think the storylines are probably stronger in the first couple. But I'm very excited to see what you think of a few episodes. Hello, Christina. Thanks for joining. How long have you been live? 50 minutes. Exciting times. An exciting Sunday, eh? Got to go anyway. Enjoy your day. You enjoy yours. Try not to think about beer bads too much. Everyone, if you haven't already, subscribe to Joe, Trophy Muncher. He is an icon. Oh man, my throat is so sore from last night. The drunken singing just kills me off. That is true. There is that redeeming feature to be a bad. Oh, Parker. Why would Parker axe in his head? Who you painting today? Still the same one as before. Still Killer Croc, but he's now assembled, so he's assembled now, so I can do a bit more work on him. I was looking up like details on this set, and apparently this is like the hardest material to paint, so that was good. These aren't plastic like resin or something. Apparently resin's supposed to be a nightmare. So that bodes well for how this is all going to turn out. I mean, the other models are so minuscule, I don't even know how I'm going to try and find some. Oops. I only started with this because it is the biggest one. Let's try and find one. This is part of another model. Look at that. How are you supposed to paint anything on that? It's tiny. How long are you going to be streaming today? I'm really not sure. I'm literally not really doing anything until Doctor Who tonight, so Doctor Who is 3 hours away? Obviously I'll have to go quite a bit before then, because I need to get set up ready for Connor to get here, but probably a little while longer yet. I also need to make sure I charge both my cameras, because I'm going to need to have one to record our main reaction, and then the battery will probably die after like an hour on that one. I know it's a longer episode tonight, and then I need my second camera, my newest one, that will record like our afterthoughts and stuff, just so I don't have to wait to charge the camera up. What you painting? I'm painting Killer Croc. Boom. Well, just the base coats for him at the minute. I haven't done any details yet. What's your favourite movie? Oh. That's tough. I really like The Dark Knight. I really like Drive. What else? I don't know. Those are probably like up there as like two of my favourites. I'm painting to 3D model for a game. That's cool. I'm very new to this. This is the first time I've done anything like this, so learning curve. Solid picks. I can hear something clicking nearby and that worries me. Sounds like a bug's got in somewhere. Oh well. I'm sure my cat will just kill them if there is something in here. My cat used to be so bad at like catching mice and birds and stuff. Since about a year ago, she's gotten like really, really good at it, and it's very annoying. Aliens. It's aliens. It's Alfonso from my Sims series. If you play video games, what's your favourite video game? That's a question. What games are you excited for? I'm basically excited for every single game that's been delayed. My cat once brought him a fish and I found it under the bed. Oh man. Did you get a feeling that something fishy was going on? Yeah, I miss the days when my cat would catch a leaf that blew in the wind. She'd bring it in for us. I wish she just stuck to doing that instead of bringing home a family of mice and keeping them all alive so she could just play with them. I smelled something fishy, that's for sure. Yeah, that probably wasn't a pleasant scent, was it? Certainly wouldn't be making a Yankee candle out of that. I think we might be done with green for now. My cat just destroyed the curtains. Luckily my cat's not too curious with that kind of thing. So I know a lot of, like, my dad's mate's cat chews through like all the wires in his house. So he always has to replace loads of like wires and stuff. My cat's never gone anywhere near wires like that, so that's very good. Hello, Shining Light. No gifts for me. How long have you had her? It was 2012, I think we got her, and yeah, so it'll be 8 years in October. Yes, she's tiny though. She's really small for her age. She stopped growing after we'd had her for like 2 years. She was a rescue cat. The farmer was going to shoot her when she was born because they only wanted one cat, so they were just going to shoot all the kittens, and then it got rescued and we adopted her from there. I think we thought she was like 6 weeks when we first got her, and we took her to the vet and they were like, oh, I think she's only like a month old, so we got her a bit earlier than we should have done. You're looking forward to your next ep of Buffy. What are your predictions for the series? I am looking forward to it, as always. Predictions, I really don't know. I don't really want to speculate too much because you know, I wouldn't want to guess everything like, correctly or anything like that. And then, yeah, I don't want to overthink it just in case I get disappointed if stuff doesn't happen. This is a very TARDIS blue, so it seems appropriate. Have you played Horizon Zero Dawn? It's the best game I've ever played. I haven't, no. I have been meaning to get it, but I haven't bought it yet. I know Connor played it a lot and he really liked it. So I definitely will get around to it. I've heard amazing things. I've seen Connor like play it a bit, but I've never played it myself. I had a weird viewing experience. I actually started watching the show in season 6 and went back. Just watched season 6 and then like treat the other seasons as a flashback. I've been playing Witcher 3 lately. Yeah, Witcher 3 is great. What consoles do you play on other than PC? All of them. More so nowadays PS4 and Switch, because those are the ones I have plugged in, but I do have an Xbox One as well. Normally, like if I get an itching to play a certain Xbox game, I'll plug it in again, but mainly reason I don't play as much Xbox nowadays is because I'm too lazy to get it out and set it up again. But like the Arkham games and stuff, the Batman games I have on Xbox, so if I ever play them, I get the Xbox out. Because those are also some of my favourite games. Hello, Horned Hunter. I knew who Dawn was and didn't know why she wasn't around. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Should have missed all of season 5, yeah. That would have been confusing, yeah. I only play my Xbox for Sea of Thieves. Yeah, I have been meaning to try that out actually. I know some people who actually really, really love it. Red Dead 2 is amazing. Yes, I love Red Dead 2. I only got a PS4 when the Spider-Man game came out. My console was like the Spider-Man console that came in like the bundle when that game came out. That's when I actually got a PS4. So I didn't get a PS3 or anything. But I do tend to lean more towards like Nintendo stuff. Legend of Zelda in particular. Literally got PS4 and I to play Spider-Man. It's fair. There's rumours afloat there's going to be a new Fable game soon. That's cool. Mini's looking good, thank you. For the first attempt, I'm not too disheartened. I think it's looking okay. Just might need to add a few more coats. And there's some washes in this paint set, I think that's supposed to make them look a bit better as well. So I'll try those. If it goes horribly wrong, then I'll really ruin it. I'm not going to be too mad because, you know, it was quite a cheap thing and I've never done this before, so it's something a bit different, isn't it? I've had Spider-Man since it came out, but it's still sealed and unopened. Planning to play it once I finish Red Dead. I'm right near the end and I'm purposely doing all the extra stuff. That's fair. Yeah, because I got Spider-Man with that console, like the Spider-Man console thing. It came with all like the DLC for free when that came out. You know, the extra story stuff. You could just like instantly download them the day they came out. So I didn't have to pay extra for that, which was cool, which I didn't even know about when I bought the console. So I got to play all of that. But yeah, Spider-Man's really good. I really liked it a lot. I think it does kind of, it reminds me a lot of the Batman Arkham games, like the fight style and stuff, so I think that's another reason why I really, really liked it. So I wouldn't say I'm terribly good at video games, but I really like that kind of combat system. And I think it really suits like Spider-Man as a character as well. And the voice acting in that game is really great. But I understand wanting to soak the most out of Red Dead. I love that game. I haven't had any console since my NES and my GameCube. I'm old. I want to start playing, but it feels intimidating. Been thinking about getting a Switch. Any suggestions on a first game? Ooh, man. That's quite something. I think it depends, like, are you going to be more playing stuff on your own or with family and stuff? Because when I got my Switch, I got it with Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, which is my favourite game of all time, I would say. It's definitely up there. So I could recommend that. Till the Cows Come Home. Mario Odyssey was a lot of fun. Stuff like that. There's a lot of good games on the Switch. Skyrim on the Switch. It's always an interesting experience. The Witcher 3's just come out on Switch. Luigi's Mansion, yes. If you want to know more about Luigi's Mansion, I actually did a Let's Play on that on my channel. I played the whole game on there. So if you really want to know how Luigi's Mansion is, check out some of those videos. Breath of the Wild. My lifelong goal was to work on a Zelda game. That'd be so much fun. I'm so excited for the sequel. I'm just chomping at the bit to get any information on that game. There's a reaction on my channel actually to the E3 when they announced it. I was pretty happy. I was not expecting that announcement. So that is somewhere on my channel. Nintendo Direct from a while ago. Got a hangover. I don't actually know. Thankfully. The Liam the Witcher and the Wardrobe. Very good. Yeah, they should have called it the Switcher 3 when they re-released it on Switch. But what do I know? Have I missed anything? Don't know. I think we're good actually. I think that's done with the blue. Can paint his bandages now. I'm glad how like this paint dries really, really quickly, which is great. It's like watching paint dry. Famously not fun. I did a little wee when I saw the announcement for the sequel. Not Hulk, no. I'm painting Killer Croc. Nier Automata and Last of Us are among my favourites. Last of Us is great, yeah. Very excited for that sequel. Haven't played Nier Automata, but one of my favourite gaming channels covered it quite a bit, and they seem to really like it. Ran across your channel a few days ago, binged your Buffy reactions on season 4 now, moving on to Angel. Cool, thank you for binging. I'm glad you're enjoying them. Well, hopefully enjoying them. Are you mainly a Switch player or do you have PC? I only play Sims on my PC. I'm not really a PC gamer at all. I am kind of lucky that I have a Switch, a PC, an Xbox One, and a PS4. When the next generation comes out, I probably won't have them all again. Because it's kind of like I bought the Xbox One myself when that first came out. My PS4 was a birthday present like a year ago. Switch was a birthday present 3 years ago ish. So it's not like I've bought them all myself. I have been gifted a lot of them, which was very. So I'm quite lucky in that respect. But when next gen console, I'll probably get the PS5. And Switch is going to be around for quite a while longer yet, so I don't really need to worry about that. But every Nintendo console I'll definitely get. But it was more so Spider-Man that kind of tempted me to get PS4. Yeah, so I got a new PC only because I wanted to do like gameplay videos and stuff. And The Sims, it ran on my last laptop that I had, but it was like really kind of slow and clunky. And it runs really smoothly on this new laptop. So I know I wanted to do a Sims series of Let's Play on my channel, so luckily it all worked out. Anyone notice how much Liam has in common with Angel besides their names? They're both sensitive, compassionate artists, sometimes both socially awkward, but also hilarious and endearing. That's very nice, thank you. I guess that is true. I played The Last of Us 2 about 4 months ago. The mechanics are solid. Oh, awesome. Have you played the last Tomb Raider game? I'm a massive Tomb Raider fan, but it felt like they rushed it so they could finish the new trilogy off. Yes, I've played all the new reboot ones. And I'm kind of there with you on Shadow of the Tomb Raider. It's because I can't remember exactly what game it was, but I know the main developers of the previous 2 Tomb Raider games, they always did it in collaboration with the other like studio or whatever. But for the 3rd one, they switched it so the other studio had a lot more kind of say in development on it. So they did more of the work on the 3rd game because the other kind of company. We were working on something else. I think it was quite a big game, but I can't remember what it was now. So yeah, I don't think it ended up being quite as good. But what can you do? I'm excited for Hytale on the PC. Cool. Do you have plans on coming to the States? Not currently, no. Mainly because I need to afford to get my own place first. So probably no holidays for me for a good long while. And it's starting to rain, here we go. Normal service has resumed. British weather has returned. I might have to put on a jacket. But yeah, I'd love to go to the States at some point, but it won't be for a while, I don't think. And there we go. Freezing cold once more. I might have to actually close that door. Don't know if my cat's in there. She'll meow if she is. Project Zombie is my go-to chill game. Very streamable, I highly recommend it. Awesome. Was it Sherlyn who bought you those shoes? How did she know your size? It was Sherlyn, yes. She's basically bought me an 11th Doctor outfit. She messaged me on Patreon and asked my shoe size. Where in the States would you go first? I don't know. Anywhere really. Because I've kind of known it's a long way off, I haven't really looked into where I would go. But there we are. Liam, are you doing any more movie reactions? Those are so much fun. Yes, I will do eventually. I'm doing lots on Patreon anyway. I have a lot of a backlog to do for those. But yeah, they are a lot of fun to do. A lot of work. It takes a long time to upload them and edit them down and everything, but yeah. Trouble with I think I find movie reactions get blocked a lot more easily, and sometimes I won't just get blocked. If it's a movie, there's more likelihood you might get like a copyright strike. And then they could shut my channel down, which I really, rather they didn't. Well, this paint's called Skeleton Bone, so that's nice. That looks like a bandagey sort of colour. What do you have planned apart from Doctor Who? Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. when that comes back. Definitely be checking out the Marvel Disney Plus shows when they come out. So we finally get Disney Plus in the UK this month. I'm going to be doing Anne with an E and Sex Education at some point. I kind of hinted at that in my 3 anniversary video. That rain is getting very loud, so I'm going to shut that door. So yeah, lots of exciting stuff. That'll probably be the second half of the year though. And obviously the 100 season 7, I'm hoping to react to most of that live, if not all of it. I should just about be caught up in time, I think. But yeah, and then that'll be over this year. That's weird. It's kind of snuck up on me actually catching up with 100. I'm like, oh my god, I only have one more season to watch and I'm caught up. Do you read any manga? I do not know. For anyone who hasn't played it, Lollipop Chainsaw is awesome. Okay, good to know. Mandalorian was better than I expected, super fun. Yeah, I really enjoyed The Mandalorian. Are those acrylics you're using? I don't know. It says a mix of acrylics, metallics and washes, but I don't know what ones are which because I bought the cheapest paint set on Amazon. Crazy to think Liam streamed yesterday and here we are again, time is fleeting. It truly is. I do normally leave it a lot longer between streaming, but circumstances arose that I could just stream today because I probably won't be able to get to record anything until Doctor Who later on, so. This is very bright. These are brighter than I would have wanted it to be, but I can kind of put a wash over it and be alright. I want these bandages to look filthy, so it doesn't matter if I go too badly wrong with them. I'll mix some black in or something. What type of figures are you painting? I don't know if there are different types. They're definitely made of resin. It's from Night Models. It's those. Apparently, plastic ones are easier to work with. And I did look, but it seems I'm only really interested in doing like DC or Marvel kind of characters because I'm not really into like Warhammer or anything of that kind of sort. And I thought it was just something a bit different to paint. I'd find it interesting if it were these characters, and they seem to only do this sort of thing in resin. Actually, I'm warming up to the colour of the bandages now. Suicide Squad, yes, it is. The Suicide Squad pack. It's Deathstroke, Killer Croc, Deadshot, Katana, Bronze Tiger, and Killer Frost. But the others are like tiny, so I started with this one because he's a big boy. It'd probably be easier to start with him. Tonight's Who better finish well. I don't want another disappointment. Yeah, fingers crossed. It's certainly going to be something, I think. Whether or not people are going to be happy with how it goes down is another thing. So I'm still quite nervous. I'm not going to like what Chibnall's got planned with this whole Timeless Child business. I know he said he's going to leave some things like for Series 13, so we're not going to get the answers to like all of our questions. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. I mean, it's a 65-minute episode, so they have plenty of time to do lots. especially if we like lose a companion or something tonight. So that's good. Plenty of time for stuff to happen. I rewatched Ascension of the Cybermen as well the other day because my dad hadn't watched it yet. Actually, I really liked it a lot the second time I watched it. I thought it was fine the first time, but I really enjoyed it the second time. Have you plans to react to DC or Arrowverse? I reacted to the final episode of Arrow, but there's just so many episodes of those shows. I'm kind of put off from the idea of it. I'll just let the more capable people like Liam Catson, etc., react to those shows because there's just so many all the time. I do watch them, but I don't react to them. Well, I watch most of them. I thought you were painting Hulk. No, it's Kid the Croc. He's currently in Hulk colours, really. Although I think the trousers would have to be a bit more purple. Kid the Croc. What I do like about this set, it comes with like optional like heads and tails and stuff. Like you could put a tail on Kid the Croc if you wanted to, but I'm not going to because I prefer him like this. There was like a proper like crocodile head you could use for him. Bronze Tiger has 2 different heads you can use. So I quite like that, but I'm a big fan of good Kid the Croc boy, so love me a Batman villain. I also really liked Killer Croc in the Batman cartoon. It was in like early 2000s, I think that was the Batman. I really like what they did with Killer Croc in that. Are you going to university or working? I finished uni in June. Currently this is what I'm doing to get by. Making videos and Patreon and stuff. And I'm also on an acting agency, so I'm doing that as well. Well, hopefully. That'll take a while to come into fruition, anything for that, but fingers crossed. Did you do reactions to Game of Thrones? I'm one of the ones who hated where the last seasons went. I did the last season. I didn't mind it. I can understand why people might have been upset. They definitely rushed it. I like how they rushed it so they could do the Star Wars films, and then they dropped out the Star Wars films to do a Netflix thing. Today in New York, they banned the use of paper bags, which is good for the environment. But who are we kidding? Our president is a Captain Planet villain. What did you study at uni? I did theatre and performance. It was basically a mix of directing, writing and acting. I liked the last season of Game of Thrones. Yeah, I liked it too overall. I'm happy with how it ended. It didn't end the way I would have wanted, but not the way I wanted doesn't necessarily mean bad. But we'll see how the books turn out. Well, maybe we'll see how the books turn out. This is very sloppy. I'm going to have to go over this again. It's cool, that's for sure. George Alexander. Just felt short in my humble opinion. Could have gone 2 episodes more. Yeah, they only needed a few more episodes, I think, to really flesh out Daenerys going Mad Queen. That's what my sister was saying when we were talking about it. She was like, "Oh, I really wanted to hate her, but they didn't quite go there because they just had to rush it." And she says that as like Daenerys is like her favourite. What's like the worst case scenario for you for tonight Doctor Who episode? Oh man. I mean, I know there's a lot of theories about this other Doctor being before Hartnell. I know there's like canonical evidence for that. I just don't like the idea, personally, because why make a big deal of like, oh, we have the first female Doctor, but actually there are some female Doctors already. I feel like that kind of undermines Jodie a bit. I don't like that. Also, if anything happens to Graham, that would not be grand. And yeah, I just hope it's interesting what they do with the law, if they're going to like disrupt it in a big way. I hope I'm just happy with it, but I'm scared I'm not going to be. But never mind. Not the way I wanted doesn't mean it's bad. Once more for the Whovians in the back. You still watching The Walking Dead? I am, yes. I'll be watching episode 10 after I upload Doctor Who, probably. Have you already seen Lost? That's my second favourite show after Buffy. I haven't, no. They still doing Walking Dead? They are, yes. It's very good now. I wouldn't like it either if they do that, they're fools. Yeah. I do think a lot of it was because I just did not connect with that Doctor in Fugitive of the Judoon. I know some people really liked her. For me, I just didn't feel it. Her personality trait was just being mean to 13, and I was like, why are you being mean to this Doctor that I've actually grown to care about for the past 2 years? Kind of made me dislike her a bit. I mean, I wasn't that big on the whole John Hurt thing when they first did that. I thought that was like, oh, come on, why are you doing that? And it took me a long time to be one round on that, so maybe it's just going to be another... it just needs to win me round, but obviously that's all going to depend on what they actually do with it. And there's this whole thing with that Brendan kid, I just don't know. Ever watched The Vampire Diaries? No, I have not, no. Don't again. I have to go back to green, I think. I've painted a bit on his fingers, but never mind. I'm definitely no Picasso or Van Gogh. Or Van Gogh, if that's how you say it. It just came across too pushy and aggressive to me. Yeah, I agree with that. Like, the only time I was like, oh yeah, that's the Doctor, was the bit where she had the glasses on in the TARDIS. I was like, that looks like the Doctor. But everything outside of that, I was like, oh, you just seem a bit, I don't know. I don't know if that's going to be something Chibnall saves for Series 13 and we don't see her again, but I think, the thing for me, I think the placement of Fugitive of the Judoon in the series was wrong. They shouldn't have placed it that early in the series, I don't think, and then just had, then like, oh yes, just have other adventures and not immediately investigate this, like, potentially life-changing revelation. I think maybe later in the series it would have worked. And then I wouldn't have been like, oh, I'm scared about what they're going to do with this, because I know, like, the very next week I'd be getting answers or something, you know? Maybe if it was, like, right before Ascension of the Cybermen. Which figure from history would you like to see in Doctor Who? I think my number one choice, if I was like, they made me showrunner, and they said you could do one historical, I would probably do like a Florence Nightingale one. I think that could be interesting what they do with Florence Nightingale. Maybe like a ghost story with Florence Nightingale. They've covered most of the ones I wanted to see. When it first came back, I always wanted them. I always wanted them to do Shakespeare, and then obviously Series 3 came along. I was like, yes. I've stopped watching Doctor Who 4 seasons ago. Is it any good now? I think so, personally. But I have some quite unpopular opinions, I think, when it comes to Doctor Who. Series 9 is one of my favourite series of Doctor Who. I know a lot of people hate that series. And I also think the 10th Doctor's a bit of a dick. David Tennant's great, but the 10th Doctor's a bit of a dick. Once you start waving guns around, it loses me. The Doctor versus the Greek philosophers over who can spout the most BS. Sorry if this is already asked before. Do you watch other Buffy reactors, or are you holding off until you finish watching? I watch other ones, as long as they're like significantly far behind me. Like I watch like the MCAS and stuff, and I watch Trophy Muncher, Introvert Reacts, stuff like that. But I do tend to wait, like if people like finish the show or something, you never know. I might like watch one of After Show reactions to like season 5 or something, and there could be a comment from someone who knows she's like finished the show in there or something, like, oh, I'm rewatching this episode and blah blah blah, foreshadowing, and be like, I've spoiled myself. So there's always that kind of weary kind of thing. In the books, the Mad Queen is without a doubt Cersei. If and when Danny does die at Jon's hand, I believe it will be as a willing sacrifice to create Lightbringer. Did your cat ever wear the tiny hat? For about 5 seconds. Then she was like, nah, I'm out. I knew she wouldn't have it. She doesn't have a collar or anything. She wouldn't. She would just moan and scratch it off. Which, to be fair, is fair. I probably wouldn't want anyone to like force a collar on me. Have to walk around with it all the time. So, I get it. Well, that's him so far. Bandages and all painted. It's definitely very sloppy. I'm going to need to go over his hands again in that green once it dries. But never mind. There's a reason I say that for last. I'm very nervous about doing his face because there's like not much room for error there. Doing like his tongue and eyes and stuff. But I'm going to say that like right at the end. Oh, my Twitter's going mad. What's going on? Oh God. If you know who Joe Lycett is, the comedian, he's just legally changed his name to Hugo Boss. So there you go. God, we've been going for an hour and a half already. Jesus Christ. Might go for like another like 25 minutes or so. Because it is 4:30. It'll be getting dark soon. I need to start getting ready. Especially because Doctor Who's on a bit earlier today. Because it's a longer episode. I think it's on like, what, 20 minutes earlier? Something like that. Make sure all my cameras are charged, ready to go. I've got a bit of green left, so I can dive back into the green. What paint brush did I use for the green? Ugh, I wish correcting mistakes in life were as easy as this. Jesus. That's more like it. I want to see River and Jack's share scene. They're doing a Big Finish with them. They're doing an audio player with them. They announced it like a week or so ago. But you never know. I did have a dream that Captain Jack was in the finale tonight, so if that comes about, I'll be very happy. Nice, fixed it. I just want to see Captain Jack again, full stop. Yeah, he'll be back at some point, even if it's not tonight. Maybe in the special or in this series. So if you watch the behind the scenes stuff on their YouTube channel, like the challenges, the final they did with Jodie and Mandip, you could hear John Barrowman in the background of that. But I don't know if they were filming that. I don't know if they filmed those challenges when they were like filming Fugitive of the Jadoon or something. Because I know it was a different director in Fugitive of the Jadoon who directed all the Jack scenes. I know that was a different person. So I don't know if that means anything. But even if we don't see him tonight, we'll see him again. I pray my local cable actually posts tonight's episode on time. Episode 1 of this series wasn't posted until the second it went up. Oh, that sucks. I'll just have to stay off YouTube for a week while the company gets his act together. I have to play some Sims. I got the Aliens pack just because of your Sims series. Awesome, enjoy. I do enjoy playing my Sims. My dear old Sims. Good old Alfonso. I will treasure the time I have left with him. Do you like scary games? Would you ever play Until Dawn? I think it'd be fun to watch you play. I am interested in getting it, yeah. I don't normally go for scary games because they're scary, and I'm not very good at jump scares or anything. But I did manage to survive Man of Medan just about, and I know Brett Dalton from Agents of Shields in Until Dawn, so I am interested in playing it. Just a matter of getting my hands on it, really. Spike from Buffy is one of the few people who can pull off a leather trench coat and not look stupid, I think, is the cheekbones. Sweet. I'd say the base coat is all done. So we made some progress in the stream. Hooray for me. I just need to do that actual details and stuff, which is the bit I don't really know what to do with. So I'm just going to guess and hope for the best. I mean, I do have a bit of the base to paint, so. But yeah, I do enjoy like the gameplay videos I do on the channel. I really do have fun with those. So I would be interested in doing more of it. Dungeon Grey. Who comes up with the names of these planes? James Masters is a huge gamer, barely stops playing. I'll never be able to watch him in Torchwood the same now that I've seen him as Spike. It's weird that I saw him as that first, as like Captain John. Yeah, Rami Malek's in Until Dawn, isn't he? Yeah, it's kind of funny. Oscar-winning actor in a video game. Just realised I'm painting a grey bit of resin grey, which is probably not the best idea. Might as well just leave it. Well, I did get a bit of green on it when I painted the foot, so worth it. Looks like some kind of drain pipe or something you stood on. But I don't really have, the only thing I have is silver, but I think that's be a bit too metallic-y. So we're trying this. I think everything was supposed to have like an individual like base like that, but I think there are some pieces missing in this. But never mind. It was cheap, so I won't complain too much. James Masters played the hell out of Horizon Zero Dawn. I remember one of the other actors on Marvel Runaways, he said he always games in between scenes. Have you, one of my favourite pictures behind the scenes of Merlin is Anthony Head playing on his pink Nintendo DS. There's just a scene, he's just sat on a throne and he's just like, casually playing on his DS. I think that's hilarious. We're going to get alive each time you paint, please God, please. Maybe. I do enjoy doing painting on live streams. I actually got the idea from a channel called Dicebreaker that I watch. They do like video games, well not video games, they do like board games and stuff, and they do like painting streams. I just found it so relaxing to watch, I thought I'd give it a go myself. So that was the main reason when I saw these like suggested to me, I thought, oh yeah, I'll try that. So I didn't really have an interest in painting like Warhammer figures or anything like that, because that's not really what I'm interested in. But Batman stuff I can get behind. Oh, there's my cat meowing to get in. There you go. Amber Benson wrote a series of books about witches and she narrated the audiobooks. That's cool. OMG, I need to see that picture. Yeah, where would you find it? It's probably quite easy to Google, isn't it? Oh yeah, just Google Anthony Head DS and it's like the first picture on there. Actually, there's quite a few different pictures. But the first one that comes up, he looks like really serious. And he's just there holding this pink Nintendo DS, like in full King Uther get up. I don't remember what reminded me of it. I think someone posted on Twitter the other day, like a friendly reminder that this picture of Anthony Head exists. I think that's what reminded me of it. I think it's just all the funnier, like the fact that it's like set in this like Arthurian time period. And he's just sat there in his Nintendo DS, just the king. It's funny, like all these big Buffy actors, I first saw them in like something else entirely. Alison Hannigan, she's like, oh yeah, it's Lily from How I Met Your Mother. Then Spike turns up, I'm like, oh, it's Captain John from Torchwood. And then Giles shows up. I'm like, oh, that's the Critterdane guy from Doctor Who, and Uther Pendragon from Merlin. And Buffy shows up, and oh, it's Daphne from the Scooby-Doo movies. Alright, gotta go. My friend Amber hosts live writing sprints on her channel weekly, and I co-host. Time to get up in the ready room. Oh, cool, enjoy. Oh, you've seen Merlin. I love Kate McGrath. She's so good in every role. Yeah. The winner of the most brutal death in the Jurassic Park franchise goes to Katie McGrath. That's quite something. I do need to like. I'm not really like actively watching Supergirl, but I hear good things about her on that. I'm glad she's like still getting like parts and doing quite well for herself. I did really like her as Morgana. But yeah, I probably would have reacted to Merlin if I hadn't already seen it. But I have, unfortunately. Billy Piper from Diary of a Call Girl, don't. Dad literally has a box set of it over there. Luckily, I'd seen her as Rose before that, because that's the first thing she did after she left Doctor Who. But, I wasn't allowed to watch that show, even though I wanted to watch it because Rose was in it. I wonder why that is. Can me, this 9-year-old boy, can I watch Secret Diary of a Call Girl, please? Have you ever seen the movie called Intentions? If not, you need to watch it. One, because it's actually really good, but two, because it's Sarah Michelle Gellar, like you've never seen her before. I haven't seen it. I've seen like clips of it, and I know that she was in it. Don't remind me of that Jurassic World scene. Yes, many people hate Supergirl, but I still love it anyway. Yeah. I mean, if any show should be allowed to do it, surely Supergirl. I think that it's good that it has something like sets it apart. It's like talking about real world stuff and everything like that. I need a sewage colour, which I didn't think I'd ever need, but here we are. Maybe like a dark brown or something would do actually. Oak brown. So we have like oak brown, which seems like a normal paint, and then we have like demonic yellow and goblin skin. The movie The Grudge terrifies me because of Sarah Michelle Gellar. I wasn't used to seeing her scared. I didn't know she was in The Grudge actually. Was that the remake she was in, or was that like the original or something? So I already loved those Scooby-Doo movies she was in, because they're just so silly, but they're so much fun. But now I love it even more, knowing that Seth Green's in the second one. I'm like, oh, it's a Buffy and Oz reunion. The original, okay. The American original, okay. I don't remember if that TV series with Sarah Michelle Gellar having a clone or something still on, but that was weird. She was scared in Scream 2. Yeah, I've seen her in Scream 2. I haven't seen I Know What You Did Last Summer. messed me up. Of course they're not actually scary, that's why I watched it. Do you like scary movies? John is back. As a practicing witch myself, I thought you might like to know Aleister Crowley defines magic as causing change and occur in conformity with will, and it applies to mundane things, so Liam is magic. I'll take it. My sister's quite into Wicca and stuff. Have you seen South Park? Clips of it, not really my thing, if I'm honest. I'm tempted to try putting some washes on this now, I think it's basically there. But I think this only came with 2 washes. I wish I knew what they were called. Sexy evil genius, eh? That's Seth Green, Dawn, and Katie Sackhoff. It's amazing. Please do a trailer reaction. Maybe so. Flesh wash. So if this has already been asked, but do you plan to watch Buffy and Ed pilot? Yes, I do intend to. I don't know when, but I will do eventually. Who else remembers the Buffy the Vampire Slayer magazines? A few months ago I bought some off eBay. In one of them there was a competition where you could win the first 2 series on VHS. Wow. I feel like I'm the only one that doesn't find South Park, Simpsons, American Dad, etc. very funny. I don't particularly. A couple of Simpsons episodes I like, but I wouldn't call myself a fan. But yeah, I'm not really into that kind of genre of cartoon or anything. How much did you love Harley Quinn? It's great. Really, really liked it. I knew I probably would, because I have a lot of bias towards those characters anyway. Because I really like Huntress as a character. So when they announced she was going to be in it, I was like, yes. I didn't actually know that Renee Montoya was in it. That was a really cool surprise when they told me what her name was. I was like, I'm on board. I'd love to see it become the question if they do a sequel. That's the other wash. Strong tone. I accidentally met Sarah Michelle Gellar's personal makeup artist. He told me a few tales I can tell you. Oh boy. The only ones I like in that genre are The Simpsons, South Park, and Futurama. It was so weird to watch the Annette pilot. They really did a good job recasting Willow. I don't like Family Guy or any Seth MacFarlane shows. I've never used washes before, so I'm kind of nervous to see how this is going to turn out. They both look pretty same as colours go, so. Very liquidy, but that's to be expected really, isn't it? Oh man, that one's dark. I might just stick to the original one. Let's see how it goes. I might try the darker one actually on the sewer thing I've got here. Make it a bit wet. We should make Liam watch Eurotrip. Do you watch the YouTube cartoons Cyanide and Happiness? No, I do not. I don't really watch any cartoons really. She often demands her own makeup artist on movies as she's very self-conscious about her nose. Oh, it's kind of sad. We're all screwed if Sarah Michelle Gellar is bloody self-conscious, eh? Ooh, that's good. Damn. This whole wash thing, turns out it's good. this dark one actually. Put it on these trousers. Didn't know they recast Willow. I remember when I watched Big Bang Theory original pilot, it was so different from the final product. I hope I'm not asking too many questions. Just curious. No, it's fine. I welcome all questions. Well, within reason, obviously. Sheldon was a ladies' man in the unheard pilot. That's madness, isn't it? Damn. Turns out putting washes on these things is actually very good. How's the hangover? I like you put it in caps like you're shouting it. I don't have one, thankfully. It is really random when I get hangovers and don't. I normally drink the same amount on a nights out. And still don't get the hangovers. But yeah. Sometimes I do. But today we are blessed. Connor's hungover. So that makes for an interesting thing later on. I'm not though, so haha. Have you seen Groundhog Day? I have, yes. Have you got a chance to watch Lost Boys yet? I'm dying to know what you think. I haven't, no. Don't know if someone requested that on Patreon or not. A Tale of Two Liams. It's true. Do you watch the Harley Quinn cartoon? I highly recommend it. It's so witty. I am going to do reactions to it, probably later on in the year. Like Alan Tudyk as Joker. How can you possibly go wrong? We talked about Doctor Who earlier, Liam, and the fact that you've sentenced Graham to death with your dream, your prediction. How do you feel being solely responsible for killing a companion off of Doctor Who, Liam? I imagine that weighs heavy on the heart. Oh, that's it, yeah, he has. Rest in peace, he has. Poor Yaz, taken before her time via Liam Catson's dream. If anything bad happens to Graham, I'll cry. Same, probably. I hope the cast is different next Doctor Who series. Keep Whittaker, change companions. I think there will be a change up. I feel like we're going to at least lose someone in this episode, even if they just leave and don't die. Russian Doll, I've heard that is good, yeah. I've not painted miniatures since I had Lord of the Rings elf sets. The painting was so zen. I couldn't answer questions as well. Yeah, I probably would be making quicker progress otherwise, but yeah, I'm actually quite pleased with how it's turning out. Have you seen Groundhog Day? Alan, I understand the joke and I appreciate it. I don't know if I'll laugh or cry if he actually gets offed from the Master's hand. Oh boy. That would be quite something, wouldn't it? It would be cool if the Master killed off a companion though. I mean, we've already had companions die at the hands of Cybermen before. Let's switch it up. I mean, they have to make some room because I'm going to be a companion next season, so. Please let Ryan be offed. Oh, poor Ryan. What if it ends on a cliffhanger? I think it will. Especially because they've already got like a special in the bag and filmed and everything. And they're not going to like answer all our questions, so. question is, what cliffhanger will it be? I don't know if I should enjoy how nice these smell, but the washes smell really nice. Just me smelling paint. That's a good idea, isn't it? Just before Doctor Who. I only like Grey. I'm not a fan of the Doctor. They should use someone like the Mistress. She was amazing. Oh, I like Jodie. I think she's great. But, you know, personal taste. I get it. Is it special for Easter or Christmas? I imagine it's going to be Christmas. But they haven't confirmed it. Yeah, possibly New Year as well. I hope they do a Halloween special at some point. It's kind of amazing that they haven't done a Halloween special. I wish they kind of put Waters of Mars forward like a couple of weeks and had that be a Halloween special. Cats could just keep growing and growing like Downton Abbey. I think people already complain there's too many companions, so I don't know if they'll just keep expanding it. I just want K9 to come back, that's all I want. Imagine Jodie with K9. Imagine if all at the end game Paul's music started playing and all the Doctors and all the companions in the history of the show appeared. That would be incredible. They'd have to end the show with that though, because there's no way they could ever top it. I've got to like Jodie far more this season. Yeah, I think the writing's been a lot better for her this season. It's actually had a chance to show that she's a good actress. I would have done what I did for Series 10's finale, reacted drunk, but I have a passport interview thing to attend in the morning. Ah. Yeah, that's kind of fair. Oh, that's the stuff. These bandages look filthy now. That's the way. If Ryan dies, I'm not being mean, but I really won't care. I think his acting's awful. He always sounds like he's reading his lines like a prompter, like when you go see little kids performing a nativity. That's fair. I quite like him, but I know some acting styles just aren't for everyone. Liam's leaving for Gallifrey. How about a squad trip to Gallifrey? That'd be fun. Maybe Liam and Connor can react drunk on Cassian's behalf. After last night, I don't think so. I was home by like 11:30 because I wasn't going out to a club or anything, but Connor went out to a club, so he definitely won't be in the right state, I don't think, to start drinking again. Depends what happens, I guess. If I'm not enjoying the episode, I'm like, oh, let's get some wine. For Christmas, I got a bottle of wine that Gordon Ramsay uses in Hell's Kitchen, so maybe I'll crack that open if all else fails. I'm going to guess the Timeless Child is the baby Celine from Sarah Jane Adventures. Now that is a twist, my friends. Even though I'm thinking it's probably going to be the ginger-haired guy, Brendan. Either that or the Ruth Doctor. Have you watched True Blood? I have not, no. I have whiskey on standby. Are you worried about the coronavirus? Not yet. I worry enough about tiny little things. I'm not going to try and get too worried about what may be just yet. I mean, we have like 35,000 people in the UK dying of normal flu a year anyway, so bring it on, coronavirus. Tannis Child is the Cyberwoman from Torchwood, it's no coincidence. Oh, can you imagine? Some days when I'm feeling blue, I just think back to the scene where a Cyberwoman just punches a pterodactyl in the face, and I'm like, you know what, the world's not so bad. I think your channel's pretty ace. Awesome, thank you. The lights on, have you? Nice. Look at him. Look at Croc Boy. Need to do his mouth and his eyes. That's the bit I'm nervous for, so I'm kind of putting it off. So that's where it's all going to go horribly wrong. But the wash is actually really good. Actually looks like he's got proper skin. How long have we got till Doctor Who? Ooh, nearly. Hour and 45 minutes. When you started reacting to Buffy, did you expect that it would be your most popular reactions in terms of viewership? I did not, no. Certainly not. Most consistently it is, yeah. Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. normally does better when that's like airing live. But Buffy is my consistently the best, obviously, because I haven't really stopped since I started doing it. But no, I didn't realise how crazy the fan base was in like a good way, in terms of like how big it still is and how passionate people are. I didn't know that, which is cool. Sadly, the virus is a big deal for me, as I'm over 60 with a heart condition. Oh, I'm sorry. I feel that, the heart condition. I would love to see a Legend of Zelda TV series or movie done in the style of the Nintendo 64 games or Twilight Princess. I would die. Yeah, I really want a live action Zelda. I don't know how they could possibly do it, unless it was like a Netflix series or something. I'm not sure if a movie could work to like encapsulate like a whole game or something. It would have to be quite something, but I would love to see it. Actually, you've got fingernails, my friend. I might paint your fingernails in. Do you think Stranger Things will keep being good in season 4 or get stale? I can't really answer until I've seen season 4, honestly. I think there could be more story to tell. I don't think they should go beyond season like 5 or something. I think 5 might be pushing it. Especially if it's just like, oh, the Demogorgon's back again. Kind of like we've got in the post-credit scene. But yeah, I'm still enjoying it at the moment. I really like Series 3, so I'm happy to get more. But yeah, I don't think they could like survive past season like 4 or 5, personally. I hope they kind of do like a Good Place kind of thing and like decide to end on their own terms, even if they could go on. I can't imagine a reboot of Buffy. It won't be the same. It would just be a continuation with a new Slayer. Yeah, I think it's supposed to be about a new Slayer, isn't it? I don't know. Did Did Drunk Liam get into any trouble last night? No, Drunk Liam was okay, I think. My cat is staring at my paint, so I'm going to move that out of your way because she'll knock it off the table. I know what you're like. She likes knocking things off. I've never watched Game of Thrones. Would you recommend it even though everyone hates the ending? Oh, yes, of course. I think the highs far outweigh the lows of Game of Thrones. And for all we know, you might actually really like the ending. I mean, I didn't mind it. What do I need? Barbarian flesh. My goodness. Might get Matt White. What's your name? Matt White. Matt White, attorney at law. Opinions on Tara. I really like her. She's nice. Very, very sweet. And I like how much confidence she seems to have so far this season. Turns out painting claws is really difficult. That's right. Are we getting a Buffy reaction tomorrow? Potentially. I don't know yet. It depends how quickly I can get Walking Dead done and how quickly I can edit Doctor Who down. Because Doctor Who's going to take a while to edit today because it's a 65-minute episode. Favorite Beatle? Oh, heck. I don't know. I like them all. Do kind of have a soft spot for George. But I also really like John. But I think a lot of that came from my dad played a lot of John Lennon songs when I was younger. Like my dad got me into that show Quantum Leap, which is a great show. There's a scene in that where the main guy sings Imagine, and that's one of Dad's favourite TV scenes ever. So he often played Imagine quite a bit. So I kind of knew about John Lennon before I knew about the Beatles, really. Ooh, I'm happy with those. They definitely look a lot better. Claw Boys. Dr. Sam Beckett, that's it. Did you watch the great Hillywood parodies on YouTube? I have, yes. The Doctor Who Time Warp one's good. Not a fan of Walking Dead at the moment, got too repetitive. I'm looking forward to Rick Grimes movies though. That's fair, each to their own. I really like what they're doing with Walking Dead at the minute. Remember that when his sister cries, yeah. Oh, Scott Bakula. Al was always my favourite. I don't know why, this is a very weird kind of connection and assumption that I made when I was younger. I always thought Billy Joel, if you know the singer Billy Joel, his singing voice, for some reason I always thought he sounded like Al from Quantum Leap, if Al sang. I think we might have heard Al sing before, but I don't know. I always put that, I feel like Billy Joel's voice matches the guy who plays Al like, a lot. But maybe that's just me. It really sucks how many toxic Doctor Who fans are online. Yep. Big mood. Lots of deleted comments. I posted like a link to the full reaction, like my Doctor Who full reactions. I posted that on my community tab. The first comment I got was, "Why is anyone going to want to watch that?" I was like, "Well, I'm not asking you to, buddy. Shut the fuck up." Okay, painting the toes has not gone quite so well. It does just look like he stepped in like pigeon shit. Oh, the other foot went a bit better. Kind of surprised the number of toxic people for the Doctor Who comment section for me personally has lowered this year. Yeah, definitely compared to last season, I've definitely had less. And as the season's gone on, I've had a bit less as well. There's still the odd one or two, but it's definitely a lot better than Series 11 was. This season, it's more so people hating me and Connor as opposed to hating Jodie, which I guess is a nice mix, nice change up. Got comments the past two reactions like, you two take all the serious scenes and make a joke out of them. I'm like, we just like making jokes. That's how we enjoy the episode. Like, it's not like we don't feel the impact of the serious scenes, and we certainly don't react to every scene that way. But what do I know? I feel like some people just want me to post me just like us just sat in silence, actually like taking in the episode as opposed to our actual reactions to things. Well, I knew it was going to happen. It's inevitable, but I fucked up the eyes, so I need to get more green. Try it again. Why are you comedic in your reaction, Liam? Why are you reacting in a certain way? I don't know. I'll have to change for that one specific person, I guess. It's not like we're not the only Doctor Who reactors out there. I'm like, surely you can just find what you want elsewhere. Stop coming back to my reactions. I had it on Titans in season 2 as well. I was like, oh my god, you talk over everything. I'm like, that's my reaction, because I've edited a 45-minute episode down to 10 minutes, which is the bits where I'm talking. Oh well, I blocked that guy in the end. He apologised the first week, then he carried on doing it, and he ended up being a right knob. So I was like, right, bye. Gave him the benefit of the doubt the first time, but after that, no thanks. The Frozen arc on Once Upon a Time is one of my favourites. Love how the Snow Queen is portrayed. Nice. I hate the why you're talking so much and you aren't talking enough comments I see. It annoys me as a viewer. I know. People just expect people to know exactly when people are going to speak and know exactly when like a big moment's going to happen. But that's kind of the point of reacting, is that you don't know. Never mind. People are weird. I mean, I'm weird, but people are weird in other ways. If you don't enjoy something, just like say, oh, it wasn't for me, and just click off and don't watch them again. I don't know why you have to leave a comment saying why you don't like something. Like, if I don't like how Doctor Who ends tonight, if I don't like what they may or may not do with the lore, I'm not going to be like tagging Chris Chibnall or tagging the Doctor Who Twitter and being like, you've ruined Doctor Who. I'll just be like, oh, that kind of sucks that I didn't like that, but life goes on. Like, there are some times that, like, I've tried reactors, I'm like, I don't really like their style, but I'm not going to like comment saying, oh, I don't like how you do this, I'm never watching you again. I just like that, well, they went for me, and click off. Well, I've mucked that up again, but never mind. Oh, I know what I could do. I have a plan. It's okay, I can still salvage this. I knew the eyes were going to be the problem. But luckily, he's a human crocodile man, so if I do like weird, wavy eyes, it kind of makes sense. Thank you, weird crocodile man. Good old Killer Croc. The sad thing is, you can't please everyone, someone's going to be petty. How dare you have fun while watching shows you like? Sounds like you're a natural person with a personality. Yeah. It's kind of what I want to do, like with my channel personally. I always want to focus on the things I enjoy more than anything else. So I'll say if I don't like something, but I don't really want to like dwell on it unless I'm doing it for like a comedic purpose. Like with certain Buffyverse characters, for example, but I won't mention in case of spoilers. Like a beautiful stallion that can never be tamed. I'm part of a group on Facebook that's literally called Only for People Who Actually Like Doctor Who. I feel like Star Wars is really toxic as well. Buffy and Supernatural seem to have really caring fan bases. Yeah, the Buffy fan base I think is actually really, really nice from what I've experienced. And I was in like a Star Wars like meme kind of group, and I just ended up getting so horrendously toxic that I just like quit. Yeah, some people are strange. I did see a tweet a week that was like, no one hates Doctor Who more than Doctor Who fans, and I thought that was very funny. Annoyingly poignant, really. I think Star Wars are one of the worst fandoms I've come across with that kind of thing, though. For every like 1,000 really nice people and really nice fans, there's one person who will just try and ruin it as best they can and won't stop till they do. A lot of these toxic fan bases are because they get into original material, any deviation, sacrilege. Yeah. Leon! Martin! Why can't I have just done that when it was with the white paint? I've just like put like a darker colour in his eye sockets so it like makes it stand out a bit more. And if I just done that with the white paint, exactly how I did it then with that technique, that would have worked perfectly fine. But now now I actually need to put the white in, I'm going to muck it up. Oh well. I actually made a stream, goddamn. Honestly, we'll never agree with someone completely on everything. I feel like a huge problem today is people unwilling to be okay with having different opinions. Cough, I wrote what you're doing is a crime. You what? I will block you. No, it's fair. And yeah, people just don't want to accept that their opinion may not necessarily be the only one. And that's annoying. Oh well. I just want to say you're honestly adorable. I love your reactions and channel. Thanks. Thanks very much. I'm glad you managed to catch a stream. You know what? A lot of the bad episodes of Buffy, after I watched Buffy episode guide by Passion of the Note, I liked them. And that's cool. I like that. That's what I like about reactions as well. Sometimes they like present to you different viewpoints on episodes you may not have considered before. Bloody hell, done it again. Oh, I have a tiny little paintbrush, and that'd probably help, wouldn't it? If I use a smaller brush to paint some eyes in, it might not look trash. Wow. Who would have thought it? There we go. This is going to be the one. This is the one. Have they even said if there's a Christmas New Year special for Who yet? There's no official confirmation, but we know for a fact that they have filmed a special because they leaked some images of a certain villain. I will not say in case of spoilers. That have not showed up in this series. That's what I love about watching your reactions. It's like I'm watching Buffy and Angel for the first time. It makes me happy. So thank you. Thank you. That's a really nice comment, Russell. Certain villain. Ooh! Yes, it's true. The Gelth are returning. I said this was the one. I was wrong. But that's okay. I don't think I let the paint dry long enough. How long have we got until Doctor Who? Yeah, getting close. Hour and 25. Connor will be here in about an hour, I would say. Then I'll get set up. Benny returns, confirmed. Benny! The true. Benny's the timeless child. I've called it. I've spoken into existence. That is one thing with the reactions Connor and I have done this series. We gave up very quickly on like filming like formal intros, and I just like use funny clips of the reaction that I like, or just make memes. The start of the Fugitive of the Jadoon reaction is my favourite thing I've ever made. Wait, what? So the Patig is not returning. Hate to break it to you. You know what, I'm just going to paint a huge white blob on both the eye sockets, and I'm just going to paint around it in green to make it smaller. I think that's the only way I'm going to be able to do this without throwing it out the wall. What I don't get about Orphan 55 is that you have the climate change episode with Praxius, and it's like, why have a worse and more preachy episode about the same subject matter in the same season? I feel like they were kind of different about it. You know, that was more about like ocean pollution and stuff, more than climate change. But I get your point. They're kind of sort of similar themes. It'll be interesting to rewatch Praxius, actually. I haven't done it in a while. Connor rewatched it the other week, and he said he enjoyed it a lot less when he watched it again. And at the time, he quite enjoyed it. We'll probably do like a series review or something at some point in the future. Like we did for Series 11, we did a review. Okay, I think I've actually managed to do that. Now I just need to do the pupils, which is where it's really going to go wrong. Do I have a black paint? That would help, wouldn't it? I do. Matte black, attorney at law. I think we should agree people have different opinions on Xander and leave it at that. Let's agree to disagree. Okay, that has not gone well, but I'm just going to leave it at that because I think I'll get frustrated otherwise. So he kind of has googly eyes, I won't lie. He looks a bit more adorable than threatening now, but I kind of like that. This is my own interpretation of him. So I just need to now paint his mouth. How have they done it on this? They've done all his individual teeth as well. Bloody hell. Okay. I'm going to get something to render before Doctor Who tonight, so I shall leave you and see your reaction later. I shall see yours later too. Enjoy. I can't believe you killed Yaz. But thanks, Liam. That pink does not look good. I need another layer. Hey Liam, would you ever vlog? So interested to see that London life. Grocery getting, cuppa getting, apartment tour. Happy belated, by the way. I don't actually live in London. My sister does. But if you want to see Swindon life, I don't know. I don't feel like I'm confident enough to film in public like that. Maybe if we went to like a theme park or something like that, or like a travel vlog or something. I'll do something in June when I go to a like an Agents of Shield kind of convention thing. I'm going to in June. I'll try and get stuff for that. dear. Definitely getting there on this. Don't know if you can, how well you can see his googly eyes, but yeah. Luckily, this camera doesn't really focus very well, but he has eyes. That's something. I can hear the neighbours arguing next door, which is kind of awkward. Is it Killer Croc from Batman? It is. I'm glad you could tell who it was. That's probably a good thing, isn't it? Oh, teeth are hard, man. Imagine how people do this professionally. I don't know. I have so much respect for people who kind of paint these things. Liam, do you watch American Gods? I haven't seen it. I do intend to, though. I like Neil Gaiman's work and everything. And I think the cast of it looked quite good. So I'll definitely check it out at some point. Trust me, that's paints at that scale, yeah. It's only going to get worse with the other bloody things, because they're like half the size of this guy. But I'll give them a good go, because why not? I bought them, I might as well try and paint them. If they don't turn out fine, I don't really mind. It's my first time doing this, so I don't mind if it's not the best. There is a red hood one I want to get, that I saw. But it was like 11 quid or something. And like it was like 22 just for this set of 6. So to pay half the price just to get one felt a bit weird, so I didn't do it. As much as I love Red Hood. Okay, I'm actually quite impressed with the teeth. I haven't watched Preacher, no, but I've heard it's really good. Look at the teeth, boy. I'd say we're basically done, honestly. Although I feel like his face isn't very clear. I might try a lighter green on top of his skin and then I put a wash over it again because I feel like we can make it look a bit more scaly than that. I do have 2 greens in this set, but I'll put a lot of water mixed with this one. Just experimenting. Why not? Killer Croc is underrated as a villain. Yeah, I really like Killer Croc. It's a lot of fun. I do think Batman has some really great villains. What's your guiltiest TV show that you enjoy? Mine is Wendy Williams. Probably Glee, honestly. So I know that show is utter trash, but I really enjoyed it as it is. Although that is my Game of Thrones. I hated the ending. Absolutely detested it. It put me off of watching the show again. I'll never watch it again, I know that. Only in like reaction form. But yeah, even my dad watched Glee, so there must have been something good about it. I like to think, oh, guilty pleasures don't exist, you know, you should like what you like. I like that philosophy, but I think everyone kind of has that guilty pleasure, don't they? Right, let's see how this goes. Very watery, but light green. Glee was cursed. It was cursed, yeah. Never watched Glee. Yeah. Probably for the best. Okay, I don't think this has worked. I don't think this has gone my way. I'll just put another wash on top of it, then it'll be fine. Damn, we've been streaming for a long time, guys. 166 minutes. We're like at Avengers Endgame levels of streaming here. Bloody hell. We nearly at 3 hours. I didn't realise it'd been that long, actually. Whoopsie. Probably will have to go soon. Maybe like another 10 minutes or so. The fact that some of the actors after Glee is upsetting. It is, yeah. What's the worst ending to a TV series you've ever watched? Ooh, man. Worst ending. See, the thing with how Glee ended, I like most of the finale. There's just one plot point, someone ending up with someone that I did not enjoy in the slightest, because I think it shot the entire message of the show in the foot. So from that prospect, I think that's a massive fuck up. But I don't think the way they ended most of the show is bad, so I wouldn't say that. But worst ending to a TV show? I don't think there's been an ending that I'm like, oh, I can never get over how god-awful that ending was. I don't think I've really ever experienced that. So I'm not sure, honestly. That's probably a blessing, really, that I can't answer that. Worst ending? I'm not sure. Your streams are becoming as long as your season reviews. That's very true, yeah. Just when I think, oh yeah, that review definitely wasn't as long, then I put all the footage together, I'm like, 3 hours? Oh, Jesus Christ. I'm actually coming round to this now. I might not need to put a wash on it. I think it actually looks alright. It's crazy how long it takes just to do one of these things. It's nuts, really. I might actually try dry brushing for his trousers with a lighter blue to make it look a bit more like jeans or something. Star Trek Enterprise, How Not to Do ending. Movie's fantastic, thank you. Faking it ending was disappointing. Game of Thrones, Lost. Yeah, I know how Lost ends, but I don't really know how the show was like prior to the ending, so I don't really know if, oh yeah, that's a bad ending, because I don't really know what the show was like before that, or the stories or anything. I like it, it's no hurry, it's chilled out like with a group of friends. That is what I was going for with these streams. I just want something a bit relaxing. Okay. Last episode of Faking It ain't lying, I literally threw my phone at the wall. Oh, blimey. Faking It, is that like, was that on like MTV or something? Was Greg Sulkin in that? So I know he played a guy called Liam in one show, but I don't know if that was Faking It or not. Ah, Ashes to Ashes, that was, oh, I remember that. Life on Mars and Ashes to Ashes. Oh wow. I've actually kind of made this look like jeans. Dry brushing actually works as a technique. Who'd have thought it? Well, all the experts, probably. Oh, I'm well happy with that. Actually looks real. How about that? I did something good. Right, Doctor Who is an hour away, so I think I'm going to have to wrap it up here because I need to get ready. I really need to pee, I need to eat food. Any last comments that I may have missed? Yes, Liam is in Faking It. I hate him with a passion. No, sorry. It's okay. I apologise for all the bad Liams in the world. I don't know what he did, but I'm sure he was an arsehole. But yeah, I really wish I had a better quality camera filming this. I'm filming this on my iPad. But there he is. And I think the jeans actually look kind of real with that added blue. I'll probably take like a better picture of it and like post it online or something. Or in my community tab actually. I'll take a photo of it and put it in my community tab. Not quite done. I want to the base. But I think if I do another one of these streams, I'll start another figure, and you can probably enjoy me crying over it because they're really, really small. So yeah, thank you all for stopping by this stream, this 3-hour stream. Well, nearly 3 hours. And yeah, if you're a Doctor Who fan, I shall hopefully see you later on for Doctor Who. I don't know when the reaction will be up, hopefully before midnight. That's what I normally aim for, but it's a very long episode, so it's going to take a lot longer to edit, especially because it's a finale as well. I feel like it's going to be tough to get down to 10 minutes. And even harder when there's 2 of us that are talking through it, so we shall see. And yeah, there'll be Walking Dead as well. I will probably be staying up to watch Walking Dead as it airs, and then I'll get that up probably like Monday morning for me, just so I can actually sleep. Potentially Buffy tomorrow, I'm not going to promise it. If not, then probably, oh actually no. I was going to say definitely Tuesday, but I'm away on Tuesday. I'm in Oxford on Tuesday. And I'm also away on Thursday. I'm in London on Thursday. So if there's no Buffy tomorrow, I imagine there will definitely be Buffy for patrons tomorrow. I can promise that. The full reaction will be there for patrons. YouTube, if not Monday, it's most likely going to be really late on Tuesday or Wednesday. But yeah, another cycle. And yeah, thank you for literally watching paint dry. I don't know how entertaining it was, but I think this was quite a chill stream for all your comments and your debates. And yeah, for hating Liam from faking it. So yeah, Doctor Who later. Hopefully it'll be a good one. Thank you for your support as always. And yeah, until then, bye bye bye. Bye bye bye. Bye. I'm going to keep saying bye until I end it. Bye.